Yeah, it's amazing. I like the concept. I like the whole idea. It's important. And I think we've had this discussion before on game plan about football development and the fact that sometimes in Africa, especially in Ghana, we are very late when we develop talent because talent development even starts way before under 15. But what CAF is doing now is to introduce a continental competition, professional competition in that age category, which means that nations will start preparing their athletes, before that age category so that they can compete in it. But the twist to it that fascinates me is the fact that they have situated this in educational, system.
Yes.
So they call it the CAF schools, championship.
Yes.
And I like that idea because when a kid is around 13, 14, 15 and is eligible to play in this competition, because we are promoting that every child shouldn't be denied the opportunity to go to school, we are actually assuming, not necessarily, we are actually assuming that anybody who's eligible to play in this competition at this age category should be in school. If they had played this out of school, they'd have been encouraging a lot more kids to forgo their books, to forgo school and focus on playing football. But what CAF is doing is that you can still be in school and still be talented enough to come and play or represent your country. And this socially is also a good look because now parents can even be confident and comfortable for their kids to partake in professional football. I mean, when we were growing, if we had a lot of talented classmates, schoolmates, I mean, I was very talented as well.
Baller.
Player. but
talented Sitso.
Oh, yes. Free kicks and all of that. Talent is there. But the point is...
Before Ahmed Barroso went behind to take a free kick.
Barroso's technique, he himself will tell you some way. But but around that time, if you're a parent, and understandably, you don't want to risk the future of your kid. It's just a lot more certain when they go through educational curriculum than when they devote so much time to sport because it is so uncertain, so competitive. But now that CAF, the organizing body itself, is throwing it at schools, parents who can be happy to see their awards participate in competitions like this and represent their country. That also then makes school competitions even more competitive, gives the FA and the associations across the continent the opportunity to go through the school. And it's going to be a very good start of a nice synergy between sports and education, which has been lacking for some time in this part of the world. So yeah, it's a good move by CAF. Brilliant.
Danny, is this a point where we consider a relationship between the Ghana Football Association and the Ghana Education Service? Just to have these things in school?
It was supposed to have happened ages ago. But to be frank, what Sitso said is perfectly true. Now CAF has done is going to force their hand. You can't do it without the education service because that is where your players are supposed to be coming from. So now you are forced to have that relationship and hopefully we'll see more of such tournaments from a local point of view. So we can start seeing a thriving inter-schools in terms of football, something that we can follow like what is happening with the athletics. And it just makes it easier when you're assembling a group of players for the national team. And all these things, when all these things are done well, it causes a seamless transition. So by the time they are entering under 17, we would know a chunk of the players who are going to under 17 because we've seen them from under 15 and then the under 20 and eventually the Black Stars. That's how you build a team. That's how you build the support for the team. So it's good that, remember when the GFA elections was done, the new administration created the under 15 team. We didn't necessarily know how they were going to be playing tournaments, but now this CAF initiative has made it perfect for them to be able to feed the players in there and get them playing. And to be frank, we witnessed some top talents from the Black Comets and the Black Damsels. And for me, that's what it's about at this level. It's not necessarily about winning the trophy. It's important to be able to... All these facets of development are very, very important. So playing in front of a crowd, the pressure at home, how they handle it, how they play, it all comes together to form a holistic footballer. And for me, I'm really proud of how both teams went about the competition. The boys obviously didn't win, but responding in the third and fourth, going a goal down, coming back to win, that's the character that you want to see at that level. It's not just about raising the trophy. And the girls also, the fact that they played the final when it was pouring in rain. I was looking at them like, these are girls, and they had to adapt. Young girls had to adapt to the conditions. And you could tell they didn't play the sort of football we've seen them play throughout the competition. It took some time for them to warm up into the game, but once they adapted, they took it on from then. And it's congrats to everybody, from the FA to the head coaches to the team. It's a brilliant one.
And also, even more importantly now, this goes a long way. After a couple of years, if a lot more countries begin to take it seriously, and hopefully CAF makes a lot of money from the AFCON so they can expand this competition via the profit they make from there. It goes a long way to eradicate age cheating, a massive canker that has affected, because if you're going to go through the school system, then you can cheat your age necessarily. And once you go through the football system in the school college, at the school level, like these kids that we've seen, their data is in the system already. Now, so it's only automatic that, okay, so then if they are good enough, they transition into under 17 and under 20. And maybe if this is successful, CAF can even begin to look at under 17 and decide. Or as a country, we can look at under 17 and decide that you still need to be a student. Right? To be able to participate in it. So as good as you are, talented-wise, you still need to be attached to a school to participate at the U17. U20 is a lot more professional. They go into academies and what have you. Then we can start having a proper, age category system to avoid age cheating and what have you.
I was looking at something. Should there be a specific structure, a deliberate plan as to how we can monitor these girls and boys? Or at this point, is it necessary? What next for them?
No, to be frank, that's a point I made about it forcing the hand of the GFA and GES to have a by-force relationship. And when you start organizing some of these competitions, let's say inter-schools, we start seeing it maybe on a regional level or national level, it's easier to track. Now we know the Andor boy who was running for Infanspin. We know him now. So if he pops up somewhere, we can easily reference him to, he came to the school system, he ran for Infanspin. The winger who played for the Black, I've forgotten his name, the one who scored the 2 goals in the first game.
Something gender.
Something, but the guy's a baller. So if he pops up somewhere again, immediately
we can tell.
But it shouldn't, as you're saying, it shouldn't just be on a national level. We should start seeing them from the school level. That's the easiest thing to do. It's a CAF schools competition. So you can simply do an inter-schools, cap it, let's see, it's still ages. So whoever is eligible, school brings their best together, we go out and we play competitions, maybe twice a year or something. And it will not just help in tracking these players, but it's always important for football fans to know and have knowledge of these players, because it also helps with support. In fact, I remember when, this is not a football example, when Lewis Hamilton won his record-breaking championship. There was this video a BBC pulled up when he was like 9 years old.
Doing karting.
And that is documented. When you have some of these things, it's very easy to reference.
The nostalgia is
exactly. It's very easy to reference, have a proper transition, storytelling. It's a holistic thing. So by the time they are 20, 21, we already have very good knowledge of them. We've seen them through the schools. We've seen them playing at the various age categories in the national team level. And it makes everything simple. But with Ghana, you see this guy, next time you see him, he's playing in Malaysia, cooking rice, some funny things.
Or Thailand.
Charlie, some way.